it is important to make up our international perspective, right?
Yeah.
It is famous, right? So why we need to develop our international perspective? Yeah, there is a very famous saying. Taiwan is a small island. We need to develop our international perspective so we can enhance our competitiveness. Now, sounds persuasive, right?
Yeah.
So we jump on the bandwagon and embrace this idea. Now here comes another question. How can the international perspective enhance our competitiveness? And it's a tough question, right?
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight I want to share something about international perspective. First, what is international perspective? Recently, there is a lot of TV news that titled, "Now, the college students in Taiwan lack of international perspective. They don't want to study abroad." Ladies and gentlemen, is it reasonable? Let's take a look at the definition. Alright, so in the definition, there is no direct connection between studying abroad and developing our international perspective. Studying abroad may be a very good way to let us embrace the new world, but there are a lot of ways to allow us to enjoy the international perspective. Think of the World Wide Web. On the internet, there are a lot of access allowing us to discover what other countries happening or something like that. There are a lot of global informations, but when you take a deep look into these information, you may find some problems. And now, the next topic I want to say is the biggest problem I think in the international perspective nowadays. Now, just put yourself into a Muslim's shoes living in Iraq. Now, every day when you wake up, you turn on the television, you switch to other foreigner famous broadcasts like CNN, BBC. All you want is just a better life for your future. But what are those Western people think of you? You are terrorists. You have a lot of oil. You like jihad. You like to attack us. That's it. They seldom take care of your culture or your country. Now, back in Taiwan, we often take a look at those foreigner affairs, especially in Western countries. But how do those people think of us? Nothing. They seldom care about us. Some of them even think there is no difference between Taiwan and Thailand. So, yeah, I think there is very unbalance in the international perspective nowadays. I think there is sort of Western perspective, most of account of in the international perspective. Okay, so now, why we still need to cultivate our international perspective? Okay, so speaking of myself, actually, I just take developing the international perspective as one of my hobby. Actually, I don't care about whether it may benefit to our future life, I just take it as my hobby. I don't want to confine myself to the Taiwan news. I want to know what happened outside Taiwan. So when you ask me, is it important for everyone to develop his international perspective? I will say, it depends. If you don't like the concept of international perspective, you can just don't give it a look and just do what you like. Just like if you don't like study, then don't stay in school. Just do something that is meaningful to you. But if you really like to develop your international perspective, try not to only put emphasis on those Western countries. Try to take a look at Southern America, Africa, or Southern Asia. There must be something very cool to you. Thank you.